It's New Year's Eve here on Kidding Around Farm, and we have a lot of preparations going on. It's busy like usual, as I'm sure it is at everybody else's place. We are going to a New Year's Eve party that's a tradition that my in-laws do every year on their farm. And we have a chiropractor appointment this afternoon, so we're also trying to squeeze in a bunch of running around. So for the party tonight, I was trying to come up with something that I could make that Charlie could eat. He has a lot of new food restrictions, and that has made his diet even more difficult. So, for example, he can't eat pork currently, or celery, or carrots, broccoli, or cabbage. He's only eating beef every 3 days. So thank goodness we grow a lot of our own turkey and chicken, because we've got plenty of that for right now, but it's difficult with him not eating pork. But I think one of the most difficult ingredients that he is not eating is black pepper. Oh, and you can also throw in vanilla and chocolate. So if you want to flavor anything and you can't use vanilla or chocolate, that's a fun one to try to tackle too. But he can eat chicken, and so I was thinking, what's one of his favorite foods that I could maybe make up that he could have tonight at the party, and we could share with other people too. And I came up with chicken wings. He had actually cut off wings, I guess, the last time we processed chickens. And so I decided that we would pull out some of those, put them in the crock pot with his favorite barbecue sauce that is Whole30 compliant, so it has no added sugar. It's just sweetened with dates, all natural ingredients, and oh my gosh, that is my favorite barbecue sauce. But it's all going in the crock pot, and I put a little bit of pineapple juice down in the bottom there. Of course, you're not gonna be able to see that real well, but these are all frozen chicken wings. So it's just gonna be yummy chicken wings with our favorite barbecue sauce. And I even have a barbecue seasoning that I might throw on there in a little bit that he can eat. It has no pepper in it. That's always fun trying to do, but because because we make so many foods from scratch, he is able to eat more, because I could just not put black pepper into the barbecue sauce. Instead, I had a little homegrown cayenne pepper that I put in there, and hopefully that will give it that little bit of spice, different spice, but a little bit of spice. Also, we had 5 pounds of pork that we had pulled out of the freezer that was ground, not seasoned, and we are getting ready to go on our big trip to Arizona this month, or not this month, I guess it's next month, which starts tomorrow in January. And I'm going to be taking I'm only taking 8 of our children out west to Arizona to visit some good friends. And I like, when we go on big trips like this, to have lots of pre-cooked but frozen meat ready to just pull out for an easy meal while we're on the road. So here I have seasoned all of this pork for Italian sausage, and this can go into, like a basic spaghetti sauce. Or we like to make lots of like peppers and onions, sausage and potatoes kind of meals, any of that stuff, and all of that's real easy to do on the road in the camper. So we'll have 5 pounds of that in the camper. We cooked up 3 chickens yesterday that Nicholas and Nathaniel deboned last night, and those will all be, those are all going to be cut into little pieces and frozen so that we have that while we're gone too. And then after we finish processing our beef on Friday and Saturday, I guess, we'll have a lot of beef to go with us. So being gone for 3 weeks with 8 kids, I really hope to just be able to pull meat out of the freezer and just stir it into, whether it's a quick chili or some kind of quick soup, those are real easy to do on the road. Or like I said, spaghetti or spaghetti squash, or I'm eating gluten-free right now, so I've got gluten-free noodles that I can use. Matter of fact, they're grain-free noodles too. So there's lots of options out there, and so we're trying to get ready for that. Meanwhile, Isaac and Annette, if I can find it, I don't know where they put it. Isaac and Annette have made, oh, there it is, Rice Krispie treats for the party tonight. And the only marshmallows we had were colored marshmallows that were left over from making a dessert that we made for Christmas. And so they melted all the colored marshmallows down, and let's see how it turned out. Well, I don't think it looks very as appetizing as it usually does with the white marshmallows, because the color kind of melted into a gray. But what do you think, Annette?
It still tastes good.
I think it's going to taste delicious. So if nobody else eats it, at least my family will.
Which is no big deal. I mean, what you need to do is,
Trying to think what else we have going on. There's the barbecue sauce in the blender, ready to go.
basically, you can
It's your favorite barbecue sauce.
I know,
all
does it have a
season.
seasoning?
What do you mean?
Doesn't it have to have seasoning in there?
I seasoned it already with garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of cayenne powder, all that kind of stuff.
Can I get a spoon?
No.
Dang it!
The traditional fare for the meal is on Christmas Eve, I'm sorry, New Year's Eve, is Brunswick stew and usually there's pork of some kind, although my father-in-law doesn't raise his own pork anymore, so I can't remember if that's just if he's buying that or if other people are bringing that on their own. But usually there's a huge kettle of Brunswick stew, and everybody brings their own dishes to share, and that should go wonderful tonight.